Well, good afternoon. We've watched the wind kind of ease up from this morning. It was a little stronger. We had a little drifting across some of the roadways. Well, now we're looking at our view. This is west of Cavalier in Pembina County in North Dakota. And you can see the road surface is looking okay. There's some patchy ice there, as you would expect to see after we've had some snows recently. But I'm not seeing the drifting like we had. This is west of town along that junction of Highway 5 and 32 there. So that's good to see that wind ease up. Temperatures are rising. We are into the 20s right now. We're at 24 degrees currently in Fargo. It's 26 in Grand Forks. We're looking at 23 in Bemidji. And our wind chills, well, they are into the single or double digits now. We were in the single digits this morning, in the teens here. So it feels more like 13 degrees when you step outside in Detroit Lake. So still pretty chilly for this afternoon to have those numbers. The wind at least is not as strong. We're looking at only wind speeds up to 12 miles per hour. That's our max speed right now in Fargo and in Sisseton. That wind coming in out of the north. So still a cooling wind moving in. Now here's a look at our visible satellite and a radar map. Now, no snow to show you, though there are some places getting a couple of flurries. And this time of year, it can be kind of tough to tell where the ground is and where the clouds are because the visible satellite channel is actually looking down on snowpack right now. So you have to look for where there's movement and where you see that in places like Devil's Lake. That's where we see where we've got some clouds streaming through. We've got an overcast sky right now across a good portion of the valley. And it will be that way heading into this evening, too, once this area of snow that's been to the northwest of us starts to drop in south and east, bringing us our next chance for some accumulations in some spots. So let's take a look at that in your hour-by-hour planner. Again, it's a little more on the gloomy gray side for most of us today. I know there are some places getting some peaks of sun. And then by the afternoon, you can see some of that cloud cover. It's easing a bit. And we do see those temperatures into the teens and some 20s yet again by around the 4 o'clock hour. The wind very light. So that's the good news. Now heading into the evening hours for tonight, watch out for that chance for some snow. Now I'd start, if you're up in the Devil's Lake Basin, I'd start to be aware of the possibility of it around dinner time, just in case we get some of this dropping in a little sooner than what this forecast model is showing. So this is going to continue to move in and drop south and east as it does so, kind of following along Highway 2, stretching up toward the Canadian border. And our latest model run does drop it far enough south for Fargo to see a couple of flakes. Not a lot, but still the potential is there into tomorrow morning. This is 4 a.m. where I've paused the clock, and then it clears out pretty quickly in time for the morning rush. Now, temperatures are going to be in the teens and 20s. You're going to see some breaks in the clouds to head into your Tuesday. So snowfall potential. Most areas seeing either nothing in the far south to a very light coating here, maybe a dusting up to about an inch of snow. And where you have that more solid light blue, that's that 1 to 2 inch range here. So a couple of pockets in northeastern North Dakota, but more likely in northern Minnesota up toward the international border is where we'd see an inch or maybe a little more than that coming up here in the forecast. So let's take a look at your 7-day planner. Today, that chance for a little bit of snow tonight, carrying over into early Thursday, or Tuesday rather. I'm jumping ahead to Thanksgiving. And then Tuesday, that's when we start to see that real warming kicking in, back into some 30s coming up for yesterday or tomorrow afternoon. And then heading into the rest of the week. We have first alert weather days for Wednesday and Thursday, but it's looking less and less concerning that we may see that snow and mix. It's still possible, a light amount that could have some impacts on your travel, but I'm not looking at a big storm system. We haven't been for that round, but you know, even a light coating of snow or ice can cause big problems for a big travel day. So we're still going to keep an eye on that for you. And then next weekend, mid-30s.
Looking nice, yeah.
It's going to feel like a heat wave.
Yeah, and less concerning, I think, means more and more exciting for us for Thanksgiving. It'll be very nice, hopefully. Fingers crossed,
Yeah.
Lisa.
As always, check back with us. The Valley News Live weather app will keep you updated everywhere.
Definitely.